Hello everyone. Welcome to this Zensum tutorial video. Today you will learn how to navigate in our list interface, as well as how to boost your productivity with the multi-editing tool and streamline your data management. Let's start with the list interface overview. When you have a look at a list, there will be some standard action buttons on top. For example, when you are in the Software Manage Local menu, you can find the action buttons above the list. The first button is the row selector. This allows you to select the number of rows that you'd like each page of the list to display. The display options include 5 to 10 rows and go up to 1,000 rows. The total number of rows of data in the list can be seen in the bottom left corner of the list, together with the number of pages that the current selection of row display per page has resulted in. The Save button will give you the option to save your current view as a report, as well as the option to export the view in an Excel or CSV format. When you click either Excel or CSV, the file will be downloaded in your standard internet browser download folder. Please note that all active filters, columns, and search criteria will be reflected in the export. All pages will be exported, not only the currently displayed page. If you choose to save the view as a report, a new pop-up window named Custom Report will appear. The custom report will be saved and will be based on the list with all active filters, columns, search criteria, and sorting included. All custom reports can be found in the Reports menu under the Custom submenu. Next to the Save button, you will find the Expand All button. The Expand All action button only exists for the lists where there is a tree structure. Clicking on the Expand All button will show all the rows in the list page in an expanded view. For example, in the Below software list, you are able to see suites. By expanding the view, you can also see the components included in the suite. It's also possible to expand and collapse a specific tree structure in the list by clicking on the arrow next to the name of the list. When the arrow is pointing to the right, the tree structure is collapsed. When the arrow is pointing downwards, the tree structure is expanded. The Layout button gives you the option to save your existing filters as a saved layout. You can save multiple layouts and jump between them, saving you time by ensuring that you don't have to reapply any filtering and sorting. The Reset button is a Clear All function. When you click on this button, all data populated in the search fields columns will be cleared. This involves data such as writing in the search field or the sortings. This also causes the columns to be reverted to their default state and deletes the cache layout and any columns from the column list. Hovering your mouse above the Filter button will show a drop-down menu consisting of two buttons, Simple and Advanced. The Simple filter is enabled by default. With the Simple filtration, you can, for example, search for Microsoft in the Manufacturer column to find all applications from Microsoft. The Other button will take you to the Advanced filter capability, which we'll cover in another tutorial video. The green button is the column selector. Each view has its own unique column. For example, in this software list, you have all columns related to software. Columns marked with a green checkbox are currently active in the list view. Columns can easily be added or removed by clicking on the checkbox next to the column. On the top of every column, there is a dual arrow symbol pointing upwards or downwards. Clicking once on this arrow will first sort the list after that specific column in alphabetical or numeric value from lowest to highest. You will also see the dual arrow symbol being replaced by a single arrow symbol pointing downwards and the number 1 next to it. This number shows in which order the sort by of the column was placed and which one is the master. If you activate sort by on another column, then it will get the value 2 and will be a so-called slave to the column with value 1. Sorting on additional columns will show a numerical order for 3, then 4, and so on. Clicking twice on the column will sort it in reverse. This means that the list will begin in reverse alphabetical order or numeric value from highest to lowest. This will also be displayed by the arrow at the top of the column pointing upwards instead of downwards. On the right side, we have the Compare button. This button has a toggle on or off function. When it is gray, the function is toggled off. When it is green, it means that it is toggled on. Toggling on the Compare function makes it possible to view multiple detail windows simultaneously. You will reach the detail windows by clicking on any of the rows in the list. For example, you can open 2 different applications at the same time. Without the Compare function toggled on, Clicking on more than one application row will instead replace the detail window of the first one with the detail window for the next selected application. There are two ways to edit data in the list view. The first is to click on any of the rows in the list, and then in the detail view, edit applications one by one. There is also a second way, either through manual multi-edit or multi-edit from file. Multi-edit is activated by clicking the multi-edit action button in the top right corner. By pressing this, two new items will appear in the list. Checkboxes will appear next to all the rows you can edit, as seen here. Select the applications you want to edit and move on to the next step. When you have selected the row you want to update, it is time to select what field or data you want to update for that row, and then to select what value you want to put into that field or data. For example, you can select Notes and then in the value type, Approved Application. When you click Update, all the selected rows will be updated with the value Approved Application in the Notes section. You can check this by also enabling the Notes column from the column selector. You can also update this by either an Excel or CSV file, simply by clicking on the From File button and doing a multi-edit import. This is great when you have a list of bulk updates that need to be done. The multi-edit import template can be found here. The two fields together with Import from File, Update, and Cancel will appear just like the checkboxes in the list when you press multi-edit, and they will disappear when you press the Cancel button. And that's an overview of how to navigate our list interface and streamline data management with the multi-edit function. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to read up on our Xupervisor wiki or reach out to our support team if you need any help navigating the platform. Stay tuned for more from Zenso.